kind of different sometimes. I do daytime, but I like riding when it's cooler. So something like this is a perfect day because I think it's overcast. It was supposed to rain, and then it kind of changed up. But this is just take me a shower. I'm good. Shit, I ride about an hour. Shit, fill up the tank on this thing, man. Make sure the tire pressure good. And hey, it's old trusty, old reliable. It's running. He running. So yeah, very, very efficient. Very, very good quad. We might be going with some other tires. I like this tire. I might get another tire. It seems like with tires, they're just so iffy. You have so many conditions, you know, so much stuff happens, you know, you break a tire. That's just not uncommon. But I did an overall tune on this one. I remember when I just trying to get everything running to where it was perfect. You know, oil change, spark plug needle, new battery. We're gonna do a review on this lithium battery, right? This is a different deal. This is a gel battery. I had you given the standard battery, but this gel battery seems like it's holding more power, and it just lasts a lot longer. It just lasts a lot longer than the other one. So we'll do that. I think I will stay with gel battery. Just a little bit more expensive, but I mean, if you're gonna put your money where your buck is at, we're gonna do it overall on. Hell, I mean, if you're gonna invest in, I would say get a gel battery versus a battery that like the traditional ones, because the ones I was getting before they weren't that bad, but them batteries seem like and I'm still under my month with this one, so I ain't gonna talk too quick, but they give about 4 months, right? 3.5 months. You start it up, but what I do a lot of times, it seems like they lose cell. Not only do they lose cell, they just lose the life of the battery when you don't start them all the time. So I've been trying a few different things. I put a new regulator on this one, so that with the new gel battery, so everything was just charging. Of course, you know, the regulator is the thing that keeps the batteries charged up, right? The regulator is the thing that keeps them going. So you know, we'll see, but I'm really liking the setup on it now. This tire over here, this one ain't that bad, but I think I had these for some time. Seems like they're trying to dry rot a little bit, so any minute, well, it seems like they're gonna go bad on it. But even if that, but this one seems like it's going bad now. But I've had it for some time. But this the one right here is the only one I didn't change. I bought a new rim on this one. One new rim on this one. I bought 2 new tires over there, and I bought a tire over there. But this the only one. It was leaking at first, but it wasn't holding pressure because the rim was messed up. So I got it to right now where it seems like it's holding. I really like these tires over here. They got real big treads. The ones in the front, the ones in the back's got real big treads on them too. But those are pretty good tires. I like those tires. So I'll probably go get another one like that, and then we'll probably be all set. But they don't know it. It seems like it ain't me if I don't put a hole in it. But as soon as I bought these, put them on, got them set. Well, I got a hole in it. I mean, a huge hole. I almost ran over a stick. I took a picture of it. I ran over a stick like a sharp eagle or something like that big. So it is what it is. It happens. I think it goes along with the territory, but you know. So I think my gas has been running good. I'm really liking the new K&N filter. Of course, we got that last year. But it's about having I've been just kind of, not bad, but it's just something to think about, something that you got to do. You're spinning, huh? I have to keep on trying to make sure this thing is tight by some different back ends with it. Just kind of a little different today. So, riding the ride, they usually don't cut this grass this early, but they cut it today. I usually ride on the weekends, probably like one time a week. So it helps out, but I know the city loves that because I come down, I run a lot of this grass down. So, but I'm thankful. Yeah, you got to make sure different setups. Yeah, this one over here. Let me see if this was even in there. Yeah, this thing's kind of. We're gonna change this out. After this, I'm gonna get myself something to drink. But get myself something to drink, and then we'll bring it in. But take this out. But this is always a cool trail. They got an area. Right over there. If you go over there with it, it's got a big hole over there. It's real dangerous. So this is probably the only place I like to go. They got a few other areas that you can see over there. But it seems like they've been cutting the grass good. So that's really good. I always thought this was a beautiful area, just minus you know, not being able to maintain it. But I think it's more of a blessing if you got a 4x4, if you got a quad, come out here and you can enjoy yourself and get you some run time. But I've been riding over here for years. My first quad I had about 6 years ago. I do sport bikes, I do Harley Davidson, I do multiple things, but this was actually the first time that I just like riding this area. I should say that, but I usually never have a problem. Real peaceful for whatever the reason. It must be private or whatever, but it's real peaceful. They never really say nothing. The grass be up so high, and they do it every now and then, where they actually will come out and they'll cut the grass. But one day out of a week or something ain't that bad. 2 times, just depending. When it's real hot out, I like to come out and enjoy myself. But it was kind of different. I got me a drink, and it's kind of really hot out here, so we'll see. But I had some footage on my other camera, and that was kind of interesting because I got the batteries. Like when you have a GoPro setup, it's not that hard, but it's a lot of maintenance, right? You got a lot of stuff you got to do. You got to have the batteries. I got mine to where it's really good. We got a few different things that allow for better setups for us here. But of course, I got the GoPro stand. I got the stand where it comes up, and you know, I got pretty much every kind of attachment that it goes. So if I'm on highway shots, you know, I'm riding the sport quad with on the Harley. I love this right here. This is really good. This is country. This off-road right here. I love it. But you know, just getting out and enjoying yourself, getting footage. But what I did basically was I had the batteries. You know, I always say not having enough batteries, you can screw yourself out of a good time. You go out and you and the guys, if y'all out running, and you don't have your setup to where all your batteries is together. That's the main thing, your batteries, right? The batteries. So I got enough batteries, but sometimes over a period of time, they have life on batteries. The batteries, they swell. They don't go inside of the battery cartridge like they're supposed to, so that imposes a problem. And when it's time to take them out, they got like a little tab where it's supposed to be like a free fit, right? Goes in, goes out. Well, we don't. But I will say we have been holding pressure. This thing is holding steady, boy, Freddie. Oh. I should start up one more time and then take it off, but I say I got enough footage to be running around. I'm gonna take it off. So you see, like the wireless. And this thing is expensive. This thing right here that goes inside that catches the mic, it was sliding out. Oh shit! I ain't never known it to do that. So I must have been bumping around. So we'll get it all broke down before we start up again. But have a really good day. I really want to show you guys again where this hole is over here. If I got enough area time, I'll try to come over here. This area that I run, but big old hole, and there's certain different areas they have holes, and you run over that, and it's so big if you run over it pretty much. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So our video's been holding out pretty good. I've been mixing up a little bit. I had been doing videos in my house. I had it set up, of course, you know, as I said last week, I had it set up on the where I did my water heater, and had a few different appliances in my house. A few leaks, had an outside leak, but I've been getting footage of that, and then just been changing it up. I do this one. I got a lot of videos on this one, and I've been doing my sport car. But I've been doing my truck. I've been doing a little bit on that. I had to do some work on that, and I had to basically what I do. I had to well, I got to do some work to it. The AC compressor went out. I got to look at it a little bit, and hopefully I get that solved. But just been trying to share the content. You know, my channel might not be for everybody, but I know the stuff I like. Like, I'm a country boy, man. I like to do all that kind of stuff. I like to hunt. I like to fish. I love off-road. I love 4x sport quadding. I love riding my quad. I love it being in my truck. I love my sport bikes. And then I like my truck. See, so I've been finding if you just kind of, whenever you're there, you got to set up, you're doing something, you take a picture or image of it, it just kind of keeps everything consistent. When you're thinking about just doing one thing, like you got one set of like footage, you know, I know what I like. What I like might be different, but I'm an outdoorsman. I love sport bikes. I love my sport bike. I love Harley Davidson. I love my sport quads. I love my sport car. I love fishing. I love hunting and all that kind of stuff. So it's just for the taste of tea, what you like. Some people like certain things, so but just you know, just to change it up a little bit. I think it just gives for a greater quality. But this battery been running really good. That might have been the reason what was going on, because this thing is running good now. So I don't think those SD cards are that expensive, but the way this one running, and I had this on the back end shot. I had one last week. You gonna remember that? I had a couple really good shots on that one, but that I wasn't able to get out and you know, produce those and get those out there. But I had lost it, like I said, I had lost it on the SD card. So this is actually catching up. So we're gonna see how this one running, but it looks like the battery's holding really good. I got a different kind of battery. I think it's the combination. I work with all kind of different factors I work with different factors, with different batteries, with different settings. Of course, we did that a couple of years ago. I was trying to get the right settings, and it's about just trying to implement the process. So I know for me, to whatever I have to kind of salvage and make sure, because I can't really afford a whole bunch of different kind of stuff. I can afford what I have. So, but I do think I know we're going to probably, when I get my money, because I'm kind of on a different budget, I'm going to try to invest in, probably get us a SD card or the AI, something that'll implement the changing of the view. So if I leave here and I go down there, it'll just turn. Or if I'm on the back end, I'm on a sport bike, wherever I'm at, wherever the setup is at, I'm able to do it efficiently, effectively without having any problems. So we'll see. I'm gonna break this one down, and then we're gonna start up again. I'm gonna run a little bit more, and then we'll bring it in. But I had a really good day today. Excellent day today. On the Honda TRX. Yeah, I've been kind of looking around. I said, well, I'm gonna be thankful for what I got, but I was looking for trying to get me. Of course, this is what I do. They say, well, why would you do that? Because I do what I do. I'm looking for a 700, some SC. They were saying that SC, like that 222, 450, that YFZ, that's a really good bike. But I don't really think I want like a YZR or something, one of them two-wheel bikes. Sometimes when you get on terrain, the terrain is already not predictable, right? Well, I think I'm just gonna stay with my super bikes and my Harleys on the road, and that'd be enough. But I really do, like I say, I really am overly infatuated with my setup, with my off-road right here. This is my go-to. This is something that I really super duper really enjoy. So we're gonna sign out. Let me see if I can take that out here. I'm gonna take this off and stop it. stop trying to get all the battery life that I can. And this thing is running good today. Boy, it's running good today. It's running super duper good today. But they had a shot over there. This thing go all the way back. I've shot this thing tons of time, but it go all the way back down around, go around over there, go back there. I used to ride back there, but some of the holes they got over there. So they just cut the grass. The grass is usually, like I said, it's a lot higher, so it doesn't affect it. I might ride once or twice a week, maybe no more than 2 times.